Welcome to episode 698 of the 2-Minute Takeaway Podcast. Hi, I'm Motivational Keynote Speaker Ken Okel. When you go to conferences, do you have a strategy for networking? For some, making new connections is that secret sauce of an event. It makes your investment worthwhile. What's the best way to approach this process? Conference networking isn't something that's taught in school. You have to figure out what works for you and then execute your plan. Recently, I asked my LinkedIn connections how they like to network at conferences. Let's break down their strategies in order of popularity. Receiving 48% of the vote. I keep it random, no plan. In a busy world, this is understandable. Who has the time to plan? And some of the best connections may come from random or unplanned moments. The challenge is that results may vary. To use baseball as an analogy, you might hit a home run or you could strike out. Often, this option works best for those who are not in search of a specific outcome. Next, receiving 23% of the vote. Organized networking events. Many like these gatherings as they can be like speed dating. You can meet a lot of people in a short amount of time. A challenge can be making sure you're introducing yourself to new people and not just those you know. It's also good to consider if you're just looking for new connections or if you're looking for a solution to a specific problem. Let's talk about coffee and meal breaks, which got 23% of the vote. These opportunities don't require you to budget additional time for conference networking. You're already there. In the case of a coffee break, you have a short amount of time to make connections. For some, that may not be a bad thing, as you won't find yourself in a never-ending conversation. If things are going well, you want to have business cards or some other way of staying in touch with the other person. At a big conference, you may see someone once and never again. Finally, receiving 6% of the vote. These people like to network ahead of time with social media. This option may feel like homework, but the preparation could come with a big payoff. Many events give people a list of attendees, or they have a social media page where people can introduce themselves. Those can be great starting points for setting up a short meeting at an event. This works well if there are specific people you want to meet. You can connect with them ahead of time and not leave running into them to chance. Consider if there are opportunities to meet them in the hours before the conference opens or get together for something like breakfast or coffee. This strategy can be very useful if you're attending an event for the first time on your own and don't know anyone. A little research can make how you network at conferences a lot easier. I've got some cool people for you to meet. Katie the custodian, Gina the ballerina, and 20 push-ups Pat. These are just some of the characters who are in my new book, Get Better, Smart Business Advice from Unexpected Mentors. The book is out. You can pick it up at Amazon.com. To find out more about the behind-the-scenes story of the book, go to my website, kenokel.com. And while there, you can also watch some clips from my speaking presentations and listen to past episodes of this podcast. Thanks so much for listening. I'm Ken Okel. Get better and take care.